Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back in Slime. I did a very long stream yesterday. Thank you again to everyone who came out. Thank you to everyone who's currently watching the stream right now. I think when I went to bed, we were at like 300 total views, and I woke up, we we're almost at 700, so people are watching it. Thank you very much. If you haven't, please subscribe and support my terrible financial decisions for all of my gacha games. But enough on that. As I believe, we should have gotten the Heroes Jubilee Crystal Rewards. Login, token apology for delay of Crucible, Heroes Jubilee ranking, and apology for the nerfing of Milim Nava. Alright, so, I mean, depending on where you ranked in Heroes Jubilee, you can get up to 450 crystals. I believe the top 5% got 450. So, and then we got another 100 because, sorry, we nerfed a character that hasn't even come out yet. You've been waiting for 2 months. Here you go. Sorry. But as I am to understand, she still does have the highest attack stat in the game. So, unfortunate, yes. Necessary? I don't know. It's not a PvP game. We don't have to fight anyone. Everyone can get her. She's free to play. I don't know why you can't just leave her. Details. Let's accept this. 550 crystals definitely makes me feel a little better about my summons last night. Doesn't make me feel like super good about them, but what can you do? And I think there's a news update in here. So data update, that's just from last night. Balance adjustment, 2 million downloads, already new. Preview, version 1.0.3. Alright, let's take a look. Thank you for playing Isekai Memories. This is a notice to inform you of improvements to functions that will be implemented in the upcoming version update. Character expressions added. Some characters available on the home screen, the interact screen, and appearing in quests now have facial expressions. Great, so they don't just look like stoic, I'm bored out of my mind, why am I standing here? You can now enjoy the adorable expressions of your characters with a tinge of color added to their cheeks. Okay, so everyone apparently is embarrassed now because Great Rimuru is talking to them. Okay, whatever. I guess it makes them seem more lifelike, and yeah, just not just like a doll standing there. Whatever. I'm sure I won't notice it at all. Improvements to facility placement function. The facility placement function on the build nation screen has been improved to allow for smoother movement and placement of constructed facilities in your Tempest Nation. The automatic zoom-in action that occurs when a facility is selected has also been revised, so in addition to the new, smoother facility movement, you can now also rotate facilities and cancel placement with ease. Give it a try. Well, obviously not now, because, so 12/27, so it's coming out next week. Monday? Right? Monday? But the new next stage of the Crucible drops Tuesday. So, interesting. Use recruit tickets for recruit times 10, starting 10/28. You'll be able to use 10 tickets at once to do a multi. Recruits affected Tempest and all future recruits. Okay, so that is nice because if you have been playing, you'll remember that when they're giving out, a free multi for the Rimuru banner and the Veldora banner and the Milim banner, you got 10 tickets, but you could only do singles. And since the rate is the same, I mean, doing singles doesn't really make a difference, but I would much rather do a multi than do 10 singles. I don't want to have to sit there and do that. So this is a nice quality of life update. It's a very small one at that, but at least they're working on it, right? At least they are actively doing things to improve the game that we know need work, which I can't say for a lot of other gacha games, especially games that have only been alive for a month and a half, almost 2 months now. So, thank you for playing Isekai Memories. You're very welcome. I'm here to make content. I know a lot of YouTubers have dropped off and they're not really enjoying the game. I know that a lot of people on the global side have stopped playing the game because it's boring, all the content pushes, every character banners coming out every week, which they've kind of... We'll have to see if they don't put a banner out next week. It's kind of hard to imagine they're going to skip New Year's, though. So I think another unit's coming next week. I would be heavily surprised if no one comes. So, but we will see. But yeah, so while we're here, let us have a second topic to this video. Let's talk about the new Veldora that just dropped. That took me actually forever to freaking pull him. Where is he? There he is. Okay. So, this is part 2 of this video. Should you summon for this Veldora? And I will give you a very straight, honest answer. Probably not. Not unless Veldora is your favorite character in Slime. Is he a double orb changer? Yes. Is that very useful for the meta, for the Wind team, because he changes orange to green? Yes, because right now you have the free-to-play Shuna who changes blue, and then you have Valentine who changes one each, one blue, one orange. And now you can finally have the trifecta of changes of doing oranges to greens. That is very useful, and he increases all of your gauge increase by 7%. Great. What's his other skill? Decreases target's pierce power by 19%, and then your 5% stack of green damage. That's not good enough. 19%. Like, we can't see values in this game for the enemy. We can't see percentages of how often they're going to crit, or how often they're going to pierce, or how often they're going to counter, which I would love to see. So 19% on paper does not seem like a lot. And I'm going to tell you right now, after using him in my stream yesterday, 19% didn't really do much for me anyways. And again, the Wind meta is built upon this whole stacking of damage, 5%, 5%, 5%. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not. I like using my dark team more because they change everything to orange, and then I can nuke the crap out of everyone on the next turn because everyone has an ult. Some people have double ults. I enjoy that style of play a lot more than trying to play the long game and get 5% everywhere when a lot of the Wind team, yes, you're going for greens, but you need to change souls, you need to get lucky on the pulls, on the draw, and then if you keep using these 5%, then you don't leave skills for everything else. And then all of a sudden your 15 skill cost is suddenly like 55, and you have no greens. So, and then I think the maximum I've ever gotten the stacking damage is to like 35%. And it took my Valentine from going from 1700 damage to 21, 22, maybe 23, which he was almost dead because I didn't have enough points to heal, and the match had lasted for like almost 15, 16 turns. And I don't want to be in a battle for that long because, yeah, everyone's going to die. Even if you have the best healer in the game, Trainee, and you have Valentine, you're going to run out of points to heal. And things are going to die, and you're not going to 3-star things. And so the whole point of, building up to this maximum of 100%, it's not actually viable. You're not going to get that. So if you have a decent Wind team already, if you have Windmillum, everyone's got the Shuna, everyone's got the Xion, they're free to play. If you have Valentine, then I would consider your Wind team good enough to do most things in this game. Are you going to 3-star all of the brand new content like the Maiden Tempest event with that team? Maybe, if you get stupid lucky and your gear is good. But what, you get like 1 extra crystal for that? 2 extra crystals? No, you get 3. I think 3 if no one dies. So, cool. Do you need this Veldora to do that? Will he change the game enough to where you can finally 3-star it? I doubt it. I think you're better off saving your crystals for something else. whether or not it be the New Year's unit that I think will come next week, or the start of the new meta in January, which is actually only a week away. And my prediction is it's going to be space, because the next Heroes Jubilee drops next Tuesday, and you can finally get the last 10 coins to pick up Space Milim, which would be a very good signifier of the next meta that's coming. Because right now, Space has Rimuru, Ranga, the god of this game, Alice, and then you got some 2 4-stars down here that I haven't touched. But you also have one of the better protection units in Charybdis. And putting him next to, Rimuru with Milim, that's going to be a nasty team. One that I'm very excited to use. That's part of the reason why I wanted Charybdis and I wanted Rimuru so bad. And luckily I have Rimuru level 100. So yeah, I think you're better off saving, because the Wind meta has reached its end. Once the Heroes Jubilee is over, or starts on the 28th, that is the last Wind event where you need a Wind team, quote unquote. After that, it's up to you. Maybe you should summon on the general banner to, fully build out your box so you can run a team of all different sorts. Because this banner is the original banner, and you can get, I think at 150 you get a free ticket that gives you a random 5-star. 150 is a better pity than 200. Is it still great? Not really. It's still 4,500 crystals. And whether or not you have that is based on your own decision-making skills and how hard you want for some people. But if you really want Wind, then I kind of suggest going for Valentine. I think she's a better overall unit than Veldora. I don't recommend going for Maid Rimuru. I've used him. I hate him. I hate him. I try my best to not use him, but since Crucible has the clear stage with Rimuru on the team, I'm using him because he's Wind. Or I used my Space Rimuru. I don't recommend you summon for this guy. I don't recommend you summon for Veldora. If you have to summon on this banner. If you really need Wind, summon for this, because Wind Milim is really, really freaking good. Or go in the general pool and try and build out your other teams. Since we have 2 metas that are done now, we have 6 more that need to come. Light, fire, water, space, earth. Maybe 5. Maybe 5. Hold on. Light, earth, water, fire. Yeah. So that's it for the video. It's a little bit of a longer one, but we had a little bit to talk about. Let me know in the comments if you summoned for Veldora. For Veldora, how did that go? Did you get as shafted as I did? Please watch the stream. I have timestamps in it so you can see, where everything starts and ends. And please subscribe and support my unhealthy habits of summoning and purchasing currency. But for now, I'm gonna leave it at that. Take it easy, guys, and I'll see you later.